Alright guys, this is going to be another League of Legends cast. This is going to be in the same AP Shaco ownage series. On my team I like to eat Earth Throws. I like to eat heroes, just kidding. Playing Nocturne, Arid playing Gangplank, Plutonium Arrow playing Amumu, Timea Saint or me playing Shaco, Commander Crichton playing Malzahar. And on the other team we have Habertrot playing Ezreal, Jerson Nidu playing Yorick, Death Human playing Anivia, Man624 playing Xin Zhao, and CCC Gianti playing Aurelia. Whenever I see like a bunch of capitals, I think that they're yelling at CCC Gianti. Sorry guys. So we have a Mumu running Smite on our team, so he will be our jungle. This obviously is really good for us because that means we have a level advantage. We have 2 solos versus 1, and it's just in general better. Yeah. One thing that I've heard a lot of lately, and I'll bring this up in another video where I actually think it happens, is a 2 solo mid strategy. I actually quite like this. Before I actually saw this in a Caitlyn Heimer game, and I think I cast it without actually knowing of the strategy. Basically, you put 2 mid because you want to get that mid tower first. Mid tower is definitely the most important of towers, and I've never seen a game where they've pushed like bot or top and won the game without first pushing mid inhib, because mid is such a big lane to control that having 2 people there is really genius. So yeah, I will try and look out for that, and I'll see if I can scope out any other games where there's the 2 mid strategy. I think it's really smart. So as far as this game goes, it's really a toss-up as to who's going mid. It could be Anivia, it could be Ezreal for their team. I'm assuming Irelia and Yorick are going to stay together just because Irelia is such a strong laning champion and Yorick sucks. Sorry, Riot obviously does need to patch them pretty badly. So I am going to do my patented ghost to lane as fast as I can because they do not have a jungle. If they had a jungle, I would be sticking to right here and I would be boxing it. But since they have no jungle, I'm going to try and lane or box my lane as fast as possible. I'm on a Skype call with Commander Crichton, who's playing Malzahar. Sadly, we can't lane together because he is the best solo we have, so I will be sticking together with Nocturne. Which Nocturne, a great lane mate because he does do a lot of damage. He does also have that fear ability, which is quite good for harassing. Take a little sip of water. Sadly, Aurelia came in here too early. I don't know if she bought boots first. She did not, but she does have a fast-paced movement speed. She did lose about half her health because of that. I think she was racing here so that she could check if we were going to protect our blue. Luckily, Amumu was smart. We saw Ezreal. We told Amumu to start golems, and he does. So that was a good call on Gangplay's part and on most of the team part. We knew for the scouting. So good job, GP, for scouting. And yeah, it is going to be GP mid versus Anivia, and that is a tough laning situation. Anivia just has a lot of skill shots she can harass with, and just is a very harass intensive champion. So I'm telling Nocturne here that Aurelia is in fact already in this bush. She did rush there, but she did lose some health. I don't know if she popped a health pot or not. If she does have full health when we first see her, oh, she didn't have one. She had a Doran's. I think I scouted that out when I saw her. She did have a Doran's blade, so she does not have health pots, but she does have a passive heal. So she's really not in that much trouble. I'm going to throw a box there. That way it can scout for me so that I don't have to take shots for free. They see GP warding off Anivia from our blue so that Amumu can't actually start there. So it was a good call. They didn't have a jungle, so they couldn't have been counter jungling. Though there is a Mia top currently, as Yorick is the only one up there. Xin Zhao, a little bit of a face check misstep, but he will take a lot of damage too. So yeah, just a little friendly poking. It's surprising, actually, a lot of damage going down on Xin Zhao and Irelia. I took only about 100 damage. Nocturne took about 200 damage, and they both took around, Xin Zhao took at least 200, and Aurelia took around 200. So, pretty even. A little skirmish. I got away a little better because I'm Shaco. I actually don't have my flash yet. I don't get my flash till level 4, so generally you won't see me playing it super aggressive until level 4. So this is actually, I hate this lane so much. because they both have passive life steals, and that is really annoying to deal with, especially since he already picked up a Vampiric Scepter. That's just going to give him a lot of sustain, which is really obnoxious. Malzahar, on the other hand, is going to be playing against an Ezreal Yorick, which I'm not really sure how tough that is. Depends on how good Yorick is. And we see an Ignite and First Blood going down on GP, so that's not good. But I do pick up my level 2, so I can start harassing. I do not have the Meki Pendant. I've actually stopped getting that, and I am totally in favor of the Amplifying Tomb. Just early AP is just so helpful. Yeah. Basically, I'm going to call right now that GP is not going to do well mid. I did play this game, obviously, but it was a while ago. I think this is like a 1 or 2 day old game, which is a while ago because I have an awful memory. And a good spell shield using, stopping the knock-up, and just a lot of damage going down. That was great harassment by Nocturne. Really whittling Xin down. And although he does have a Vampiric Scepter, you still should be careful. And there goes the boxes. Oh, if that other box hadn't disappeared like 1 second ago. Ugh, that would have been a lot more damage. Like literally right before he triggered them, the box died. So that was a bummer. But I am getting a lot of damage on Irelia. I'm hitting for about 80 plus 31 plus 51, about 150 damage per Shiv, which is pretty good, bar and a half. Trying to get down that Irelia. About 132, I guess, with magic resist and armor. But she is pretty low, and if I get close enough, I will ignite her and E her, and hopefully she will die. I am a little low on the mana, so I can't miss. And ignite. Oh, she does. She actually does have too much health. Yeah, and she's gonna back, and I wish I could go do something to her, but I'm out of mana. So my mana regens, because they're scaling, do not kick in that super much early game. Amumu actually going behind and going to see if he can pick up that kill with a good bandage toss, but she is not there. I think she backed actually to get away from Amumu. So I'm going to pick up my Q so I have a little bit more mobility, and this time Aurelia will not, or next time Aurelia will not get away. So Amumu really having control of both jungles, which is really nice because that's basically free farm for him. So it's a good choice by him to pick it up. Trying to harass the Xin Zhao down, but it's really to no effect because he just has so much lifesteal, and he picked up that early Vampiric Scepter. So I am going to just harass him because that's what I do. So we see Malzahar holding his lane quite well, just getting most of the minions. His farm is pretty good at about 15. That's up to par with our mid. Nocturne, so has a ton of farm. I obviously don't because I'm Shaco and I suck. I'm spending way too much time harassing and not much time farming, which is why I need kills, but more on that. So I put the box down for the Great Fear, and he is going to get picked up. I was actually out of mana, otherwise I would have tried to take that kill. Not because it was a kill steal, but because Shaco really depends on kills. So good box, though, stopped him from getting the tower. Then we see Malzahar just keeping up good harass. He does have clarity, so that will give him a great amount of sustainability. I'm surprised GP has not given up more bloods to this Nivea. A little strange why he has a Sapphire Crystal first. Oh, and he gets stunned, and he may die from that Ignite. I don't know. His health does not update. He does not, so that was kind of a bad Ignite. I really want this Aurelia kill at this point. If I can just out-level her or make her be under-leveled. I was going to go for it, but Xin Zhao with his knock-up in turret range just ruins that. So, yeah. Another thing that kind of was a little off about this game is Amumu spent a lot of time down bot when really we were pushing our lane pretty hard, so we didn't really need it. But meanwhile, he kind of ignores our solo verse 2 when Malzahar really needed help. And he will get away, barely. That was unlucky. Malzahar did put a perfect ult down on York, but the turret just didn't do enough damage when he got turret dives. Turret dove and diving, one of the two. So we are actually down 1-2 right now. My lane really kind of blows for me just because there's so much sustainability. They're both kind of tanky. And with that Vampiric Scepter on Xin and both their passive life steals, I really can't harass this much because they just heal it back. It's kind of a waste of mana, which doesn't mean I'm not going to do it because I have forced Irelia to back twice now, I think. Not just me, obviously Nocturne doing a lot of damage too, but the more you can force him out of lane, the better. So I am going to give Nocturne pretty much all this farm. I know he's much better with, well, I mean, he's not much better with farm, but I basically rely on kills, and I'm not giving up on the kills yet. So I'm going to get my ult. And we see Malzahar getting a little bit aggressive, which is really good. Amumu was there. They weren't able to pick up a big kill, but hopefully that forces both of them back so we can get some good farm. And there we go. We see her going in the bush. Just going to harass her down a little bit. She's very low on health and may have to back after that. Depends how much health she can get from these minions. And I see Xin pop his little whatever that charge thing is. And I see she's really low. I want that kill, and I'm going to get that kill. Oh, just kidding. Because I kind of got KS'd there. Alright, so that was really shitty. That was not his fault at all. I mean, he didn't know I was going to do that. So no blame goes to him, but that was just bad communication. I'm not actually talking to him in Skype or anything. So that was just unfortunate. It's okay. I mean, an assist is still good for money, but I really am kind of hungry for that, hungry for a kill. As you can see, I should back now for a Cage's pick, but I really want boots to go with them. I try and back as little as possible, even when it's a gold per 5 item. And we see getting really aggressive with GP. I don't know if GP has enough to kill her or what exactly his plans are, but on my screen she's got full health, so that's a little aggressive. Obviously my screen is wrong though, guys, so a little bit of a joke. Now we see the score here, 2-2. Ezreal is coming down mid. Good ping by Malzahar and good call. One thing that's really important in this game is calling Mias and just general map awareness. If you have good Mias, your team has such a big advantage. I've had people actually in games bitch to me because I said I was angry at them for not calling a Mia when I got ganked, which is insane. Mias are the easiest way you can give your team free map awareness. You don't even have to say where they're going. As long as they're not in lane, other lanes need to be more cautious, and I think that's something people don't stress enough. And then we see Amumu engaging a little bit here on York. York going for the counter jungle. I do not think this is a smart idea. He does ignite, but we've got Malzahar ult just taking him down. And then Ezreal looks like he's going to commit into this. He flashes up there, and Amumu ult Void. He is going to go down. Wow. That was a big misstep on his part. I don't know if he was going for Amumu or what, but Malzahar at full health. And Nivea looked like she was leaving the lane, but she was way too late. That was just a big misstep on Ezreal's part. But that kind of mistake happens a lot. So just one quick in-game decision that can go wrong, and you could just lose a kill, or even two in that case. See Amumu just passing by, doing his jungle route. Amumu is jungling quite effectively. 41. He's only... Oh, I actually just got a kill. Oh, I couldn't save Nocturne. He just bursted forward, and I couldn't slow him. I was out of mana. So I actually did pick up a kill on Irelia. I think it was boxes. Yeah, I actually did bait him into boxes right here, which I'm actually sorry people didn't see that, because that's my favorite kind of kill to get. And I like showing them off as much as possible. So now I am effectively a solo. I did apologize to Nocturne for getting him killed, even though it really wasn't my fault, but... It's all good. It's all good. A little bit of solo for Shaco, never a bad thing. I do need farm pretty bad at this point. And levels. If I can out-level people, that's really good for me. So I see Amumu off. I don't know if he's... By the way, thanks. I know, guys. I suck at last hitting. You don't have to comment that. I just looked at me and just saw that I did not get a single minion. So now we have Amumu coming in. I do not think he has ult up. He does not have ult up. And there is a Mumu and Xin. But we do have Nocturne here. This could be a great pickup depending on if Mumu's engaged. He does not have ult. Nocturne does have ult though, and I of course have ult because I always have ult. And we see them going and checking. Irelia getting really far out there, and there goes the kill. Yeah, I'm Gangplank ult, and that's going to pick her up. So great kill by Nocturne. I was not going to KS that. Because clearly he used his ult, and as a fellow Nocturne player, I know I hate getting KS'd when I ult at someone. So we are going to try and do some tower damage here. We've got 3 of us. And Amumu, he was a pro. He pro-ly baited that Irelia, so. Zin with his 49 health back per hit. It's not going to save him from my 200 damage dagger. Sadly, he does have way too much lifesteal to even be harassed at all. And I'm really close to level 9, which means I will have level 5 Shiv, which gives me about 300 damage. Oh, and Anivia comes in. A brilliant spell shield by Nocturne. And I do use my ult. He thought it was me, but it was not. The fool. So, currently going 1-0-3. The score is 6-3. There has not been a first tower taken. And we do not know the current status of Dragon, but I do not think they've gotten to the stage of the game. I have not backed once. I haven't used my health pot. I'm laning alright. My farm is terrible. 19 farm at 13 minutes. That's just terrible. But I am Shaco, and I know I suck at farming, so a lot of damage going down on me. But then again, I'm Shaco, and thankfully I do have a Moo there. I did ghost a little prematurely. I do not think we'll pick up these kills. We will pick up these kills. Pick up a Xin with a nice arrow. I think I should back at this point. I'm getting a little cocky. I think I'll back and grab a Cage's pick and Sorcerer's shoes. I think. Gangplank actually dying. I think he was trying to gank with Malzahar, but Malz does have ult, but I don't think that would have been a smart move. So let's see how Malzahar holds us off. He is kind of low on that HP. And Anivia is pushing rather hard. I think Ez is coming from the bushes, but I think he's going to lose that tower. There's just no way he can hold it at this point with an 11 mid. Yeah, it is a valiant effort, but he was really low on health. And if he had been any more aggressive, he most likely would have died. So that was a really good call on Malzahar's part. He is going 3-1 in a 2v1 solo lane, which is quite impressive. So hats off to him. He's also my friend, which is why I play him up so well. Yeah, I'm going to grab some H2O. Ice water, so flavorful. So, we see Anivia basically uncontested mid, and by basically I mean she is completely uncontested mid. GP finally going back to lane, but Anivia is very healthy, and Gangplank is under-leveled by 3 at this point. That is not good at all. I'm not sure what happened, if he just had to back a ton. He is going 0-2, so I'm assuming he's given both those kills to Anivia, which is not good. A fed Anivia and a fed AP, just any fed AP carry is not a good thing. So I think I'll throw my ult in here to get some damage on the turret. Nocturne doing a lot of damage to that turret. I did not know he hit so hard for that turret. And I see that blue buff and my eyes get big. Oh, do I love that blue buff. So now my primary target in this game is Zinzao. Anivia getting way out of position. Gangplank popping his ult. Doing a lot of damage to Yorick. And I am going to ignite him and go for the kill. And we could get this Anivia kill as well. This would be a big pickup. Trying to do as much damage as possible. Amumu going to grab that kill. Or not. She's going down though. And a nice ult, but it's not going to be enough. I pick up that kill too. So that was a good pickup because I did need gold. I should pop this health pot if I'm not stupid. Sadly, that is usually not the case. I do have 3 boxes here. This is probably the best situation I could be in right now. And I do pop my health pot because I'm actually listening to myself while I cast. So I see Aurelia. My eyes get really big. I want to bait this so bad. So I'm going to play really aggressive. I don't want Nocturne to ruin this for me because I think I can bait her into the bushes. Or Xin. If I could pull one of them down here into those bushes, that's GG. So hopefully I can get one of these kills. And my genius strategy, wait till Nocturne hit. Oh, Aurelia backed. So we are actually going to snag this turret while I stack some boxes so we cannot be ganked. I don't know if I pop my ult. It would be kind of unnecessary at this point. We do get the tower. And hopefully someone comes and tries to kill me. That is my hope. But I do see Xin rather low. Does get Malefic. And how much health does he have? 668 damage. Oh, Anivia. I actually see Anivia way out of position. But I am way too low on health to go and engage that. So I throw my ults in there. Hopefully my ult will do damage for me. They do pick up my ult. But GP with a great double kill. And I do throw my arrow. I did not know they were in that bush, so I am gonna get chased down that slow by Ezreal. Just really painful. I don't know if they just got there or not, but luckily I think. Oh wow, Ez actually got that kill. So this Ez is fairly competent. AD Ez is actually really good, and I think that's how he's building it. Yeah, he's got. Well, maybe not. He has the Phage. So I think he's building a Triforce at this time, which is AD. But he does have an Amplifying Tomb, which is AP, obviously. But that might just go and be part of the Phage. So I do pick up my Morellos. I think Morellos is a really good item on Shaco just for the mana regen, which I'm constantly running out. And just because it gives cooldowns. And cooldowns on Shaco so big. If you can get this damage to 40% CDR, this Shiv, which does right now at my level about 400 damage, I mean, that's huge. Also, the AP does help with the damage. It is a 1-to-1 ratio on the magic damage that this deals, which is really good. As for his ult, it's a 1-to-1 as well, so the most AP you can get, the better. Ez getting really cocky there. He flashes over the wall, and then he actually uses another flash to get away. So I'm not sure what he was playing, but it was really aggressive, and I don't think that was worth it. So it's 1 tower to 1 tower, 14-7. So really in that last team fight here, and in the numerous gank spot, we've really started to pull ahead. And I'm going to stack boxes here just in case of a possible bait. I'm trying to use my ult to get some damage down. I think they know it's my ult. At this time they definitely do, but Yorick not smart enough and takes a lot of damage. So my ult just being the little bit of an initiator there and just did a lot of damage. I see Ezreal and my eyes get big. I think I could shiv him to death, but I do not think that will come to fruition. He does have an insta-flash, which makes him unusually hard to get to. And I wish they would push this lane so I could gain some vision or something, but... Oh, there he is, there he is. I don't know why I ran back forward. I could just flash in there and get the kill, but it's really tough with Irelia and Xin there. So Amumu looks like he's going for a tower dive. He does go for that tower dive. And a great ult by GP just completely controlling the zone, but that is way too many towers we're diving. We're going to have to back there. Ezreal with a good ult, able to pick some stuff up, and they are generally both low. I am going to be able to pick up the Xin Zhao kill, and I really want to go for that Ezreal kill, but I do not think I'll get it. I go for the flash. He's got an insta-flash too. There's my Shiv, and there's the Ignite. He will die. He almost came close to bursting me, but was not able to do it. And I see a Nivea, but even after picking up blue, I would not go into that fight. So I'm going to leave Malzahar to hold the turret. Meanwhile, I've got about 1,900 gold, and I'm going to go clear top because that is not smart if we're going to lose a turret to minions. Right now, the score is 18-9. We are keeping them double ahead in kills. I'm going 6-1-7. And, oh my gosh, I think this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in this game. Oh, man. All right, I really don't want to cast this part. I'm tempted to just cut it out of the video because you're going to see someone do something so stupid. Please don't look at how many... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I was doing really good, but in my eyes got... I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to how much damage I was taking from minions. Anyway, I suck, so I guess, as I say, minions are OP. They're so overbuffed in the last patch, and definitely worse than GP. Minions should get banned every game. God, I can't believe I just killed myself to that. Oh, that's embarrassing. I should not cast this one, just because of that slip up. As you can see, I'm going 6-2-7. I'd like to say I'm going 6-1-7 because that last death kind of sucked. Yeah, Amumu really doing really well as a jungler, going 4-0-8 with 85 CS. He's got cloth armor, Merc Tread, Sunfire Cape, and he is buying the wards. So any great jungler, you should know wards are your business. And you should be getting them. Oh, I barely pick up this York kill. He's just about to escape, but he is not getting away. I believe I pick up the kill too. I'd be pretty angry if I didn't. Oh, right. So I guess I didn't pick up that kill. And I am pretty angry that I didn't. But whatever. It's alright. It's alright. I wasn't going to blow my ult on it. I do see Ezreal taking a lot of damage. Pretty bad wall off by Nivea. And everyone just running down. We are going to engage this. A great engage by Mumu and a good ult by Xin. I'm a little out of position. I'm going to try and do the damage that I need to. But I'm not going to go KS Malzahar or anything. Nivea continuing, Mumu continuing to chase. And I believe she will pick up this kill. A lot of people flashing. A lot of people want this kill. Luckily, I am the smart one. And I'm going to pick that kill up. Or not. Because it was still egg form. So I'm getting no kills. You can notice the mass chaosing that's going on of Shaco. I don't like it. Usually Shaco's the chaoser. So as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage at this point. About 400 damage per Shiv, which is a lot of damage. Nocturne being really smart, going for the split push. At this point of the game, when a lot of them are dead, the split push is genius. I really have to commend him, and I cannot stress that enough. In high elos, in low elos, it is so important to have that map awareness and to have that call of when to start pushing another lane. So really hats off to him. I see Ezreal, he's getting picked apart by boxes. I'm not going to be able to get him. He does have that stupid insta-flash. It's like the stupidest move in the game. Should get banned. But Shaco's Q, completely legitimate. And my box is picking up this Xin kill. Well, actually they didn't, but they did a lot of damage to him. They gave him good scouting. I'm going to go for the kill. And Xin can't fight the mass OP Shaco. So 7-2-10 is my current score. It can only get better. Nocturne with the genius leading him into the boxes. And we see a little bit of a team fight. I think this was not a good engage, and Nivea's got full health. I really can't help Malzahar at this point. And Ezreal could probably burst me, so I'm going to play this smart and just back off. It is unfortunate that he goes down, but that's alright. Trying to do some damage, but she barely gets out of range. That would probably have set me up for the kill, but there are 3 mid. And we do have Nocturne and a Mumu split pushing, so, I mean, they're not going to get this mid turret from a genius like me. Oh, shit, never mind, they are. They are going to pick up this turret because, honestly, it has no health, and I really couldn't defend it at this point. But, yeah, let's check the farm. So, I am lucky that missed me. I don't think it would have killed me, but I'm just lucky it missed me. We have 6-2-1 out of Malzahar. He's got a Relays and a Needlessly Large Rod, also Sorcerer's Shoes, and he does that Philo Stone early on. So that was a good pickup by him. And will most likely be building a Rabadons next. I'm also going for my Rabadons. I have both components. Wow, Aurelia dying to Dragon. That is embarrassing. Oh, we have a little bit of a gank going down on this Yorick. GP just hitting hard and a great ult from Nocturne. Making sure he does not get away with some kind of flash or something. So good pickup. We just saw that Aurelia did die to Dragon, which is not only hilarious, but at least she didn't die to a tiny minion like me. So there's her dead body. I should get level 14 with this, and I am out leveling our mid because he did not do very well. Yeah. At this point, I'm just saving up for a Rabadons. Rabadons is a great item on AP Shaco. Really, it's good on any AP, but it does give Shaco a lot of burst. So I see this. I'm going to try and farm this as best I can, even though I suck at farming. See, I do 86 damage. That's the problem with farming with AP Shaco. Is I do 86 damage late game, which means, 104 there. But, I mean, you get the point. I do, like, very little damage, so that's why it's so hard to farm. And I don't really have a spell to cast that does a lot of damage other than my boxes. But, I mean, generally it's not a good idea to spam boxes in lane because generally you should be setting them up somewhere else where you can possibly get a gank or get someone out of position. We see Nocturne and GP doing a great push, able to pick that up and back away. I think that's one of my favorite moves in this game and is a really good strategy everyone should employ, is just get a turret, back away. No point engaging. Or just getting a little advantage in a team fight, picking up one and backing off. There's no reason you have to do a complete 5-on-5 when you can just pick up a single one. We see a little bit of a spot going down on Irelia, but we do see Zin taking Gangplank taking a lot of damage. A good, but not quite good enough wall off. If that wall was a little bit better, I think they definitely would have picked up that kill. The ult from Ez just missing, and Malzahar picked up a kill somewhere in there. Malzahar picked up a Yorick kill. And I am still fighting blue because I'm really slow with it. So as we see, they are in our jungle currently. They are just, I don't know what they're doing, looking for kills. We've not seen a Baron, but I am going to start setting up Baron. This will be a 28.5 minute Baron, which isn't bad timing. Our top lane is pushed to a little bit of a scary level, but after we get Baron, we should be able to clean that up. It's always hard when you are going for a turret or when you're going for a Baron or a Dragon if you've got your lanes pushed. That's definitely something you don't want to happen. This lane is a little pushed too. Basically, both these lanes are in the other team's favor, so I am actually going to jump up here and try and clear it as fast as I can, leaving a box just in case someone comes up here after me. As you can see, my lane clearing abilities suck, but I am going to level, which is really important. And I signal for a Baron. I am just going to leave these guys. I believe I'm the one right-clicking and pinging for that Baron. They are out of position. Yorick is at least. And if you engage on a 4v5, even with Baron, you can win, definitely. So I think this is the game I realized the genius of what I should be doing, which is this. I scout with my ult while I attack Baron. This way they don't think we're going for Baron. Also, I have my boxes in position. But really, the ult is such a good scouting tool, and it lasts 18 seconds. So when it blows up, the cooldown is only 35 seconds, which is really small. And I don't think I have max CDR. I do have max CDR. Oh, because I have blue buff. Alright, so with blue buff, yeah, 35 seconds for your ult. That's pretty good, especially with the great scouting it gives. So we are sitting on Baron buff. I have blue. That means I am super happy to make a good push. As you can see, Zin, who is last in our lane, and Aurelia are 12 and 13. I am 15. That means I win the lane phase. Currently, I'm trying to bait them in these bushes. I would love it if they would walk in here, but they probably will not. Honestly, late game Shaco, you can hope that they'll walk on your boxes. But really, you want to use your boxes for team fights and that kind of thing. Basically, whenever they're all grouped together. I'm going to flash in here. Ezreal's going to exhaust me and focus me. I do get the Irelia kill. My ult dies, dealing damage to everyone around them. And I think Zin barely got away. I don't think he had much health. So we are going to back, but we did pick up, I think, one kill. Oh, sweet. I just missed it, but I picked up Yorick with boxes alone. I wasn't even over there, and he just died to boxes. So there's the power stack in boxes, guys. And we see the surrender vote, meaning they are demoralized, and that means I can back for a Rabadons. So Rabadon's great items. I cannot quite pick up the Sheen. I'm going to build. I think I'm going to grab a Blasting Wand instead. Yeah. And just try and get as much AP. I'm sitting about 467 AP, which means my shivs do about 750 damage, which is going to be only increased by the fact that once I get a Lich Bane, it's going to do a lot more. I actually haven't calculated how much more the Lich Bane adds to my damage, but it's a lot. I only have 29% CDR without the without blue buff, so blue buff is still really important to me. Excuse me, I was sneeze. A great pickup on Ezreal. Good ult. Amumu supplying that stun and really giving the team the advantage to go for it. I see Yorick. I don't know if he's going to come down here, but they do see me, and they're going to start walling off and be a little passive. I think Amumu should have gone for a grab and a stun on him. I don't know if he had it on cooldown or what, but that could have been a great kill. GP and Nocturne being heroes in this and just getting the turret, an inhib turret, really important. I think GP is going to go down. They are focusing quite hard. A good ult, and actually he's not going to go down. He's just beasting it. I don't know if the shot's fired or not. I actually didn't see. But I'm going to continue pushing because that's what Shaco does. He just pushes regardless. I don't know where I'm getting this lifesteal back from. Is that Baron? I actually didn't know Baron gave. I don't know where the lifesteal. Oh, great boxes. Just doing harass. Obviously, I think I only had one there, which is surprising I did that much damage to Anivia. But then again, AP Shaco is kind of OP, guys. So right now, we do control their jungle. We are ahead 29-12. We've lost 2 turrets. They've lost 7 turrets. So obviously, at this point in the game, we are really far ahead. And somehow I have red buff. I think I killed someone. So at this point, we're kind of just poising to go for the kill. I've seen a lot of games where people have lost because they made a bad last engage. I've actually seen games like this where they've been really far ahead, 29-12. The team is defending all game. Really, they can't move out or do anything. But somehow they lose like the worst engage possible, and the other team just steamrolls right to Nexus because they do have like a 1-minute spawn time this late in the game. So it's really important when you're making that final push, you don't make mistakes. Mistakes can definitely cost you games. Well, I mean, obviously mistakes can cost you games, but mistakes can obviously cost you the whole game. So doing about 570 damage with my Shiv. We are going to engage on this. Doing a lot of damage, shivving him, and then I don't know how I actually got the kill. Because my Shiv hit earlier, unless... Does the Shiv do... Oh, it poisons him for 3 seconds. Wow, I actually didn't know that. Didn't know that. Alright, so me and Malzahar doing a little bit of attacking. They do focus. Ezreal seems to just love hitting my boxes when they get up. Which is a bummer, but that's okay. I have my eyes set on this inhibitor. So I am going to try and push for it. They are really going after us, which I think is a big... Oh, I guess we weren't pushing mid anymore. But, yeah. We have a ward there, a really good ward. And I got box over here to check in case they're coming around for a gank. But at this point, as I said before, it's just poised and ready to strike. I'm going about 10, 2, and 10, which is pretty decent for an AP Shaco. Not that you would expect anything less from an AP Shaco, but yeah. Sorry, the casting's kind of, I mean, this is really a pretty giant lull. I did miss a Xin pickup by Nocturne. He will probably be able to get this turret. Oh, nope, they're all coming. And this is when we're going to go in for the inhibitor. I'm going to go for that kill. Sadly, she does have box. I do barely miss that shot. I'm so lucky. In case you guys did not catch that, you should rewind and just rewatch how genius that was. Right in the middle of my shot, I ulted, and it just saved my life. Commander Crichton going down. Amumu going to be able to pick up that Irelia kill, but should probably get out of there before taking too much damage. Nocturne coming in. Gangplank getting picked off. We're really losing this engage, but Nocturne luckily able to pick that up. And is going to be able to pick up that kill as well. Picking up Ezreal with a great ult. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of losing my voice. 3rd game of today. So as you can see, really just stepping up the aggression and doing a lot of pushing. Nocturne waiting, wants to push the next turret, but is going to have to back. I do not pick up a Lich Bane quite yet. I am close. I believe I get one by the end of the game. So the kill is now 34-14. I'm going 10-2-10. Let's just check the items. Malzahar getting that Rabadons. Buys another needlessly large rod, which is interesting because that only... Just a sec. Oh, he's going for Azonias. My bad. At first I thought it only built into Rabadons, which is not smart to stack. But Azonia is very smart for that armor. And yeah, so I signaled to go for Baron. I am going to start boxing it, making it a little safer. They are not going to be able to push out too much because of this lane right here, which does have an inhib down and will push itself. Alright guys, this is going to be my 5th or 6th time recording this. I've been having troubles from no more hard drive space to last time my keyboard just stopped working, but now it's working. Thought it was out of batteries, but I guess not. So hopefully this is the last take I have to do. I'm getting rather tired of trying to cast this one single part of the game. It is almost over, I promise you. I am really sorry about the just complete lull in this game. By lull, I mean there's kind of a little bit of a really passive period when we tried to push for an inhib and just really couldn't do it. We didn't have the pushing power, and they were just playing incredibly defensively. So we are going to pick up this Baron shortly, and then we are going to go straight for the push of death, and hopefully that will win us the game. Personally, I actually don't remember what happened, but as you can see, basically when you go for Shaco, place your smart boxes and then use your ult to scout. Your ults can be such a good tool for scouting. And with blue buff, it comes back every like 35 seconds, which is really short for a cooldown. I know it says 50 seconds, but that's because the ult lasts 18 seconds. So in actuality, you have your ult for pretty much every 36 seconds. I'm going to go for blue buff. Gangplank and Amumu are going to pick up the kill on Yorick. And as you can see, it's 35 to 14. We've got Baron twice. We've gotten Dragon every time we could. We're really just cleaning them up at this point. As you can see, I just leave my boxes to do the dirty work and clean up the rest of those minions. So I don't know if I can back and get a Lich Bane yet. I need 475 more gold. And Lich Bane is a really big item on Shaco because most of his abilities are AP. And Lich Bane just adds a lot of damage. So as you can see, Malzahar getting a little bit repelled there. And we're just kind of waiting to go for more turrets. It's tough, this final breaking point. Just, as I just said, trying to break them. Because they can kill super minions all day in their base. That's fine. It's until we get this mid tower where we're really going to start having a force to push with. And we are going to clean that up. So at this point, we definitely win the game. I'm glad you guys watched. This is just one AP Shaco game. If you want to check out more great AP Shaco games, check out my channel. I have a bunch. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. We should be pushing for the win any moment. As you see, my ult's being super sneaky. And then walls. Psh, I don't deal with walls. A little bit of a dodge. Yeah, AP Shaco does that. He just dodges stuff. He doesn't get hit. And my Shiv is doing, let me just check, 600, 700, around 777 damage. Which some would say is close to 800. So I'll just go with 800. I tell people to back because I need to get a Lich Bane. So that's my only reasoning. Also, Nocturne's backing. And it's not even smart to engage in a fight at this stage in the game by yourself. Not because you probably can't get kills, but more importantly because you just don't want to risk dying. It's just not smart at this point. And they do pick up a kill, which is good. But a little bit of ults goes in. I really wanted to get an Anivia or Ezreal. So I see Ezreal is asking to die, and I don't know if I'll engage or if I'll back. At this point, I think I could have gotten the kill. I don't know. He has a flash, which is rather pesky. So I'm going to back pick up my quick Lich Bane. It is one of those big items you definitely want to pick up when you can. And then we will push for the win. You will see my damage increase a lot as Lich Bane. Oh, I guess it's Sheen. Oh, your next... wait, what? Wait, your next physical attack deals 100%. Oh, that's how it works. So I should just Q in, hit, and then E. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know how Lich Bane worked. Alright, so for those of you who don't know... Wow. I'm retarded. But anyway, wow. Alright, I should have reviewed that. I mean, so as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage now with my E. I took about half of Nivea's health with one E, and she's rather tanky. We are going to pick up this Yorick kill. A great double kill. I'm going to just hack away at her. I don't know if I can get to her in time. And I do get her to go into egg form.